Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Country Chords here on a Wednesday. And here it's been a beautiful week. I've been out in my garden working, so we got some stuff planted out there, peppers and tomatoes and squashes. And, so hope see what comes up. I got to plow a back field this morning, but we're gonna go over a few things on the lap still. I hope you're keep practicing, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're learning some chords and all. Get you a book like I do and write down. If you find some chord progression that you really like, write it down and you can go back to it. And then if you got a drum machine or something, if you're going to put a beat or tempo on it, I always like to write tempo down too. I use my keyboard. You can set the tempo and it tells you if it's 100 beats per 200 or 99 beats per minute or whatever. It tells you right on the front, and I'll write that down so I can go back to it. But we're going to explore. We tuned in an open E. And I'm using a little Peaver Viper 1 amp. I've got the reverb cranked up. Hear it? I got a little bit of delay on it. And being this amp's got all them features built in it, I got a little bit of compression built in it. I've got my pedal board down here at my foot, but it's off. So all the effects you hear is right there in that amp. We're going to talk about the progressions of chords, and there's not a standard. Everybody thinks, oh, you got to play a 1, 4, 5 chord, which would look like if you was playing an E. 1, 4, and that's an A, that's an E. That's the 5 chord, that's your B. What if I want to change that up? Let's say I'd go from the 1 chord to a 2 chord. Alright, so how would I write that down? That was an E. And then I would go and make a little line on it for a slide in from a small little G. And that goes to an A flat. So it sounds like this. Then it goes to the A, but you back up to the G. Then to your B. And then if you want to have a long tail, you can slide to the E. Here's the long tail. So, when I was at that E, I would write it down, maybe put a long tail, let a little wavy line on. Right there like that. Now I'm going to a B. You can drag it back like that. Or, that's just a pull up. Now I'm going to a D, but I'm going to pause at the D flat, which is right there above the D. A, and then a B. Got caps coming across here on me. They love the music, I can tell you that. All right, and that's just one of the progressions that you can do. I mean, there's many of them on here. You can write it down and come right back to it. I've got a whole notebook of little songs that I've wrote down. And then you can, like, come up here and do things like this. So I'm starting off right here at a G flat, and I'm using a G flat with an E drone in it, which that first string, as you know, see how I did? The ending just by using that drum. And open. Now what that was, I hit the third string, which is your G sharp. Then went down on the G sharp note at the first fret. Then done a whole step. Slid back. Come. Now open like. So that's the open G sharp, goes at first down to the third fret, back up, open again, then come down to the second fret on the fourth string, closed, open, then the same on the fifth, then the sixth string. You play around and you find these notes and all. So back to the, also the way you're playing with your fingers matters. This is skip stringing. I'm just hitting strings number 2 and 3, then going over to 3 and 4. That's just the E. Now I'm pulling up on strings number 1, 2, and 3 there. Slide 1/2. Now walk back, boom, 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 to the A. Slide in, then go to the B. kind of give it a little voicing. And you would just write that down as an E, A, and a B. I would write that down as a bass rhythm part, and I was using the open E, so the key would be signatory is in E. Then a G, A. Now that right there is a B flat. Now we'll go to the B. Now we'll go to a D. Back to the A. B, A, G. And you can have some fun making a loop out of that and then coming over here. Get you a tempo on it and have fun with it and practice it and then find notes to put in. Just some single notes. Play around. Do that. If you're doing country music or something, do the same thing. Alright, and a tip for you first timers and newbies into the music. Whenever we talking about 1 and the 4 chord, there's a Nashville number system, but I want to always tell you that most standard tunes is now that well, I lost my pick, folks. Let me go get another pick. Ah, it jumped out of my hand and went down there under the seat somewhere. And I keep another one close by. Anyway, and I use a nylon pick, Dunlap, and I don't know the number of it. It's a gray one. You might, let's see, if it tells on one side or another what the number is. Yeah, right there's the number, whatever that is. But anyway, they're more of a natural pick, and they don't give that slapping sounding noise like a cellulite pick does, which I use those playing the dobro because they ring out a little better. But as far as the lap steel, my pedal steel and all that, I use a nylon pick and my guitar. Okay, but anyway, play around with it. But what I was fixing to tell you before I drop my pick, listen to this. This is a G. Alright, I'm going to tell you next chord's going to be G, C, and D. Now, this is going to be true with any. Let's say I'm in A. Now, the next chord in A is going to be a a D, then a E, back down, G, C, D. Alright, same thing, same tune, just different keys. Alright, now then, if you don't know this, which you might, I hope you do, you can find the next chord, which is the 4th chord from the 1 progression, by counting the frets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from that fret is 6 away, whether it's that way or this way. Then to the D, you would say 6, 7, 8. So all you gotta do is remember 1, 6, 1, 6, and 8. Alright, I'm gonna change keys and do it in a different key. See, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 6, 7, 8. But now that don't have nothing to do with the Nashville number system, what I'm telling you. So don't get that confused as the 1 chord and 6 chord and the 8. Because that would actually be the 1, 4, 5 chord. And that's the way the circle of fifths and all that coincide on the chart and the way it's wrote. I would suggest you go on Google and go to Google Images and look in there, and I'm going to show you. And download, I mean, just copy and paste, or however you want to do it. Take a screenshot of the Nashville number system like this right here on there. It's on Google Images. And boy, I tell you what, this right here is a game changer. It's helped me on the piano a lot, especially finding out what chord goes in sequence with what key. Now, that don't necessarily mean you got to put every chord in the same key, because I have come up with some odd chords progressions like I'm talking about, or hopping. Just play around, get to know your lap steel. Practice doing a chord by holding the bar right over the top of that fret finger, dragging fingers always on the string, no matter if you go into a long tail. My fingers are about that so I could rise and watch. where you can go back to it and play along. 'Cause what I do, I like to write it down and then go over there and play it out on the piano one time, or either pick up the guitar and play it. Alright, I sure hope somebody gets something out of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're learning your lap steel, and hope you're keeping it tuned up and dusted off. And I hope to see you again. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you're not, go ahead and subscribe up. If you like the lesson, give me a thumbs up. And if they want something you want to know about, please leave a thing in the comment. I hope I'm seeing everybody's comments, because I've noticed I've been finding some maybe a week after they was posted, but because it wasn't in the first or the last video we did, it was from maybe one I did a year or two ago or something, and they forgot to show me the whatever, the link with the little bell notification. Alright, so y'all go in and ring the bell, and that'll give you notified every time I post a video, which is pretty much every Wednesday and every Sunday. I try to be constant on that. I'm gonna be outside working in the garden today. It ain't quite broke daylight here yet. It's still about 5:30, so I hope y'all have a great day and enjoy it, a great week. We ain't got a chance of rain till next Sunday, really. Tomorrow and the next day is 2%, which I don't think we're going to get nothing out of the 2% rain chance. But now 65% Sunday, so we're going to get a little rain again, and we really don't need no more rain. I went down there yesterday where I'm going to try to plow out my field, and I took the shovel and turned over the dirt, and it was still damp. Y'all have a great week out there. Keep picking at your lap steel. I hope you're getting it, and hope you're making some great music.